Hello children, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to see the chapter 7 coordinate geometry of class 10. Coordinate geometry. What does the word coordinate geometry means to you? It says about the coordinates, that is x comma y, of a Cartesian plane. A Cartesian plane, here we are considering that as 2D with x-axis and y-axis. You know how a Cartesian plane looks like? It just resembles like your blackboard. The x-axis and the y-axis divides the Cartesian plane into 4 quadrants, which you have learnt in grade 9. The first quadrant, both the values of x and y is positive. The second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. The third quadrant, both the axes are negative. And the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. In this chapter we are going to learn how to calculate a value, a distance, a section, how to find coordinates, and how to find the distance for given 2 points, and how to calculate area for a triangle or any 2D quadrilaterals formed by the given vertices of a Cartesian plane. First, in exercise 7.1 we are going to calculate distance formula. The new formula which you are learning here is distance formula. Finding distance of any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. For example, like if this is your Cartesian plane, point P is here and point Q is here. You are going to find out the distance between P and Q. The formula is what you are going to find out. You are going to find out the distance between P and Q. Consider that the coordinates of P is x1 and y1 and the coordinates of Q is x2 and y2. So how will you calculate the distance PQ? The formula goes like x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Children, please be careful. You are not supposed to change the order of x1 and y1. Now we start with exercise 7.1. See exercise 7.1 in your content book, page number 161. Check what is the first question. Find the distance between the following pairs of points. Pairs of coordinates are given to you and you need to find out the distance between those two coordinates. See, in each subdivision number 1 or 2 or 3, they gave 2 points and they are asking you to find out the distance. Now here I have solved subdivision 2 for you. Subdivision 1 and 3 is homework. I solved subdivision 2 for you. See here, I considered the first point minus 5 comma 7 as A and B minus 1 comma 3 be the given points. Now what will be x1 y1? This will be x1 minus 5 and y1 is 7. x2 is minus 1 and y2 is 3. How we will find out the distance between these 2 points? Using the formula, distance formula. So I am substituting here. What is the distance formula? x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So I am substituting the values of x2 and y1 from the question with the sign. Concentrate the minus sign which is given in the formula also. x2 here is minus 1 I written here, plus x1 is minus 5. So minus of minus 5 becomes plus 5 here. And y2 value is 3 minus in the formula and y1 is 7 the whole square. Now minus 1 plus 5 integer addition becomes 4 square. 3 minus 7 again integer addition, that is minus 4 the whole square. How we will do integer addition or subtraction? We will be finding the difference between the two integers. Difference between the two integers of different sign is 4 here and the greater number sign is minus. So minus 4 here. Here find the difference between 1 and 5, that is 4. Which is the greater number here? 5. And what is the sign of 5? That is plus. So we written 4 square here. Now solve for this. 4 square becomes 16 plus 16 which is 32. Simplify 32, you will get 4 root 2. That's all. Subdivision 2 is done. Subdivision 3. See the point. First point I took it as A comma B, and the second point I took it as B minus A comma minus B. These are the points. Now we want to find out the distance between those 2 points as usual. Write the distance formula. Mark what is x1, y1, what is x2, y2. Substitute all the values here. When I'm substituting x2, I'm getting minus a. Then minus in the formula, and when I'm substituting x1, I'm getting another a, minus a of same signs, either the integer of same sign or variables of the same sign. We'll be adding that both, and I'll get minus 2a the whole square, minus 2a the whole square plus minus 2b the whole square also equal. Now this becomes 4a square plus 4b square. 2 minus square becomes plus, 2 square becomes 4, and a square is a square. The same here, 4b square. Now how many terms are there inside the square root? 2 terms. What are the 2 terms? 4a square is one term and 4b square is the other term. Now if I take the common terms outside from both these a square and b square, I'll take 4 outside. Now if I take square root for 4, I'll get 2. So my answer is 2 root a square plus b square. What is 2 root a square plus b square? 2 root a square plus b square is the distance between the points a comma b and minus a comma minus b. Come to the third sum. Question number 2 is your homework. Now see your third sum. See what is the third sum. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 1 are collinear. What is your third sum? Determine the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 1, 11 are collinear. How we will find out whether the given 3 or 2 points are collinear or not? Underline the word collinear. What does it mean? Collinear is nothing other than the points which are lying in the straight line. Collinear means that the points lies in a straight line. If you join, either 2 points are given or 3 points are given or 4 or more than that. If you join all those points together, you will be getting a straight line. That is the meaning for the term collinear. So how are we going to prove that whether it is collinear or not? I have considered taking the points as a as 1, 5, b as 2, 3 and c as minus 2, minus 11. Let these be the points. Now I'm finding distance between AB first, then I'm finding the distance between BC, and then I'm finding the distance between AC. I'm going to find out distance between each pair of coordinates. So first I'm starting with AB. I did not write the formula here, as we know what is the formula. Root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So for AB, what is x2? This is x2 y2 and this is x1 y1. Substitute all the values here. What will you get? When you solve, you are getting root 5. Go for the next point BC. For BC, when I am considering, this will become x2 y2 and this will become x1 y1. Substitute the same again in the formula and get what is the distance you are getting. Root 2 1 2. Children, nothing we have done here. In the question they gave 3 points and they are asking us to find out whether it is collinear or not. For that, what we did, we took AB, we found the distance of AB. We took BC, we found the distance of BC. Then what will be the next distance? We need to find out the distance between the points A and C. So the distance between AC is found as root 265. Now I want to check whether these points are collinear or not. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add any two distance. I'm adding AB and AC and checking whether that is equal to BC or not. What I said about collinearity, when you have 3 points and if you join all the 3 points, you should get a straight line. If this is A and this is B and this is C, if I add AB plus BC, what I'll get? AC. Suppose if this becomes A, this becomes C and this is B, if I add AC plus CB, what I should get? AB. I'm checking that only here. Individually, AB's distance, AC distance and BC distance, everything I found. Now when I'm adding the distance of any two portions, I'm checking that whether I'm getting the third portion or not. If I add AB plus AC, I'm not getting BC. If I'm adding AB, BC and AC, I'm not getting AB. If I am adding AB and BC also, I'm not getting AC. So if I change the origin and adding also, I'm not getting the sum of any two portion is equal to the third. What does it mean? These 3 points are not collinear to each other. The meaning is these 3 points are not lying in a position that if I join that, I'm not getting a straight line.